In the previous video, I explained why storing energy in the chakras allows you to do astral projection. This video describes the art of stalking in nagualism. This is the training method to store energy. When you become proficient in stalking, there are 3 effects. First, stalking releases energy that has been tied up in self-importance. It allows you to care less about what others think of you, and you are no longer bound by other people's thoughts. Second, because you always have energy, you can respond to problems immediately. Third, the practice of stalking allows you to have limitless patience. You will have more energy, so patience will be less painful. Next, I will explain how to practice stalking. Nagualism teaches us to practice the 7 arts of stalking. The first art of stalking is to choose your battlefield. Think about all the things you are afraid of in the future, and think how you can deal with them in advance. Then enter them into a computer or something. Once you have done that, you will no longer spend energy worrying about it. The second art of stalking is to discard everything that is not necessary. I divide the things I do into 3 categories. My life's work is in the first category. I spend as much energy and time as possible on my life's work. The trivial things that I have to do are in the second category. I try to do them as quickly as possible. For example, when I need something, I try to buy what I need right away. If I don't buy it right away, the thoughts of, I have to do it, cling to me and waste energy later on. The things that are not necessary belong to the third category. I try not to do what I don't need to do. For example, I make it a rule not to play games. This way, I avoid expending energy and getting caught up in thoughts I don't need. The third art of stalking is to put your life on the line in every battle. Nagualism uses the concept of death as a means of gathering energy. This is because people naturally gather energy in times of crisis. Even in everyday life, for example, there is the risk of being run over by a car. And in everyday life, by having such a sense of crisis, you can gather and store energy without dissipating it. The fourth art of stalking is to relax and fear nothing. Fear comes from being controlled by others or being attached to self-importance, money, and so on. When you free your energy from such things, fear naturally disappears, and you can live a relaxed life. The fifth art of stalking is to retreat for a moment when faced with a difficult situation. When you practice stalking, you are able to free your energy from your self-importance so that you can retreat without worrying about what others think of you. Instead of clinging to a losing battle, you can temporarily step back, and you can rethink your strategy. The sixth art of stalking is to compress time. When you conserve energy for yourself by stalking, you feel time compressed. On the other hand, when energy is dissipated by being trapped outside yourself, you lose yourself, and your consciousness becomes blurred. The seventh art of stalking is not to push yourself to the front. If you are in the foreground, you will attract the attention of others, and you will spend unnecessary energy and effort. You have to avoid attracting attention and focus your energy only on what you want to do. Next, I will explain the petty tyrant. In nagualism, the term petty tyrant is used to describe a person who has a strong ego consciousness and obsession and doesn't care at all about harming others. It is good luck for the practitioner to meet a petty tyrant. When you meet a petty tyrant, you either have to obey the petty tyrant, or you have to gather your own energy and respond to the petty tyrant with a strategy. For this reason, a practitioner is forced by the petty tyrant to use the art of stalking and to gather energy within himself, which results in his own growth. In this way, if you become skilled in stalking, you can become a business manager who is good at dealing with people in everyday life. Also, as explained in the previous video, as you practice stalking and conserve energy, your perception slowly but steadily shifts from the first attention to the second attention. And you will also be able to do astral projection.